All right, good evening, all. Welcome to today's class. I'll just share my screen so that we start from where we stopped yesterday. So we are still dealing with PowerPoint, and yesterday we discussed about insert. We talked about file, home, and insert menus. So on this insert, I don't know if I mentioned that about time and date. So you can insert time and date in your presentation. So if you want to edit it, what you do is click on insert, then click on time and date and time. So for you to edit it, what you have to do is click on this date and time. So it will become editable. Okay, so you can now select the format of the date you want to put there. You see this one, Tuesday, August 13, 2024. So this is the format I want to have there. So which language can select either UK English or USA English. You can select which of the English you want. Okay, then if you want slide number to appear, you select this one. Slide number will appear. If you want something to appear on the footer, you select this one and enter the information you want to appear on the footer. I can write footer sample. This is what I want to appear in the footer. Okay, so you click apply to all. Apply to all means if you have 10 slides, it will update on all the 10 slides. If you have only one slide, it will update on the slide. So I'll click apply to all. So just check on my footer, you will see it there. So for you to ensure that this is happening in other slides, just insert another slide. Click new slide. You see, slide number 2 is there, and the slide number is showing there as well. So this is how you can insert time and date on all your slides and all your presentation. So let's continue now with draw. So the next menu we'll be talking about is draw. So what do you do with draw? This draw is similar to what we had in Microsoft Word. You can draw anything that you want to draw, like just freehand drawing. So you just need to just select the pen that you want to use. And if you select the pen you want to use to draw, select the shape and the size of what you want to draw. So I've selected this size. You select the color. I've selected green. Okay. So with that, you can then go and draw. To draw, just hold your mouse and drag it around so that you now make a shape. So when you are done, click on escape so that you remove your and you can be able to move the shape you have drawn. Okay. So this is basically what you do under draw. Now the next menu we are going to is the design menu. So on design menu is where you select the format of design that you want. The format of design on your slides. Okay, so we have different samples of design already there. So you have this one. If you select this one, this is how it's going to be on your slide. If you select this one, this is how it's going to be on all your slides. If you select this one, it's going to be, your slides are going to be like, so it's like a pre-edited slide. Okay, pre-edited sample of slide that instead of starting with a plain or blank slides, So you can use this template already available under design. So it's also under this design that you can select your slide size. See where my cursor is on the right hand side. You see the size. So some slides, you'll see that some slides are wider than each other. So come here, slide size, and you select the size you want. Is it standard or widescreen? So currently my own is at widescreen, but you can change it to standard. See the standard. You select ensure fit. See now the size of my slide have reduced. It's no more widescreen. Okay, so this is what you can do on that design. Another thing you can do there is background. You format the background of this slide. You see this slide, you can format the background. So select on format background. From here, you can change the color of the background. Which color do you want? Maybe you want something like this. You click on it and it change. If you want transparency, transparency means see-through. So if you want transparency, you just increase the value of the transparency. See what is happening on the background. The background is losing this color because I'm increasing the transparency. So maybe this is the color you want. All right. So now it's selected at solid fill. Solid fill means if you put one color there, it's going to be one color on the entire slide. So if you select gradient fill is something that it will bring out different other options where you now select the type of gradient you want. So now it's set at linear. Let me select a rectangular gradient. See rectangular gradient, some sides are thicker in color, some other sides are lighter in color. You can adjust the color of the gradient here, which part you want to be more thick and which side you want to be lighter. You can also change the color of this slide. You can change the colors of the gradient. Just select that gradient and enter, select, click on it and change the color. Okay, so you see what is happening. Different sides of the slide are having different colors. So I'm having mixed colors. So if I select another type of gradient, maybe path. So this is path. So this one, I can change the color of this one to maybe light this way. So this is what you can do in changing of background. So this is gradient fill. There's another background you can change with picture or texture fill. So if you select pictures of texture fill, so you can insert picture, you can be able to bring your pictures and use it as a background. Okay, so you click on insert, select from a file. So it will now take you to your computer where you have pictures. So you will now select one of your pictures that you want to use and use it as a background image in that your slide. Background in the sense that it will be behind any text that you are going to write. So that background image, you can reduce the transparency. You know, transparency to make it to fade to go deep inside. So see what I'm doing. I'm reducing the transparency. So the picture is right inside the background. So I can still type my title. Okay, so that is how to use picture to make background in your presentation slides. Okay, so there are other options apart from that picture, there's another option of pattern fill. If you select pattern fill, then you'll be able to select the type of pattern you want. Pattern like stripes. So you select the type of pattern you want on your presentation background. So you can change the colors of those patterns. It will obey. So if you have a presentation or a slide that you downloaded that you're editing and there's already a background in it, so what you can do is go straight, come and select hide background image. So you want to remove all the background image, you click on hide background image and click apply to all. So it will affect all the slides. Then you can be able to start editing and changing them. Because to ensure originality, people after creating their slides, they put background image there so that someone else will not use it. So that is why you can hide it. Okay. Now that is it under design. Those are what you can do under design. So the other important menu is transitions. So when you have presentation to make, so to make it look colorful, you enter transitions. So transitions will tell you the type of movements that the text will make before it comes out, or the picture will make before it comes out. So that is what transition means. Let me import one picture and we see how it will work. I have this picture here. I didn't, not as a background, as a picture. Let me insert another picture. So these are examples of pictures. Don't mind what is written there, okay? Just we'll take it as our learning picture. All right, so this is my test. Okay, so in transitions, we want to know which one, how the movement it will make when it appears. So you click on transition. First of all, you select that thing you want to add transition to. Click on transition and then select the type of transition you want to happen there. So you keep trying which one you want. You keep trying it until you are satisfied with the one you want. Okay, let's see this. Okay, this is transition. Shape, this is another transition. Uncover. I want this random bars. All right, so in random bars, you have duration. How long do you want it to stay? So let's increase it to 3 seconds. All right. How do you want it to advance to the next slide? You said it's on click of mouse. This means during your presentation, you cannot go to the next slide if you don't click a mouse. So for you to So for you to go to the next slide, to go to the next slide after 3 seconds. Okay, so let me duplicate this. Let me duplicate it. I'll just click on the slide and right click on it and click duplicate slide. Okay, so the slide will be duplicated. So I right click on it again and click duplicate. So this duplicated. So what I want to do is I want to have different items on the 3 slides so that we know when each one is coming and when the other one is coming. Okay, so that is what I try to achieve by duplicating the 3 slides. So I have 3 different slides now. So let me now look at I'll give each of them different transition. This one have random bars. So this one, I'll give this one a push up. This one, the 3rd slide, I will give it a reveal. Okay, so I have 3 slides now. And in my settings, I said no sound. I can select sound. If you want sound, when the next slide is coming, there will be a sound. And duration, 3 seconds for all the slides. Then I'll say apply to all. On mouse click means the next slide will come only when I click a mouse. Okay. So if you don't want it that way, you remove it. So it will now state the time when you want the next slide to show up. So after how many seconds? After let's say after 5 seconds, that the other slide should show up. Okay, so let's click apply to all. So let's do preview. To do preview, look at the bottom side of your computer. You see where I'm pointing? This is slideshow. You click on slideshow so that we'll see how our slide look like. So it has finished. Let's start again from the beginning. Slideshow. So I'm not clicking on its own. After 5 seconds, it will go to the next slide. And this is the sound we added to it. So this is the last slide. Okay, so this is how to do transitions in your slide. So instead of clicking the mouse, you just set the timing for it to be changing on its own. All right, so the next menu we have to look at is the animation. So on the animation, you are not animating the slide. You are animating the object or the text inside each slide. Okay? In transition, we are transiting slides. Slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4, continuous like that. That is what you are putting those sound and those transitions to. It affects the entire slide. But for animation, you have to select each of the items on that slide for you to add animation to it. So I want to select this text presentation slides. I have to select it, then add animation to it. So maybe what I want is this one, wipe. See how it appeared. Okay, that is it for the first slide. you see this the animation number is 1, meaning that is the first thing that is first one that is going to show up. Let me insert a picture so that we have 2 items that will appear there. So now you have to select this picture and go to your animation and select the animation you want to happen there. So if you look at the number, this animation number is 2. This one is 1 because it's the first one. This one is 2. So if I want this one that is 2 to become 1, to become the first animation that will play on this slide, I'll just go to here. Look at the top where I'm pointing at the right-hand side. Move earlier. I'll click on move earlier. It will become 1. So irrespective of the position, even though this test presentation slide is on top, but I've chosen it to be the second thing that will appear. This picture will be the first thing that will appear and make that animation. So let me go to slide 2. Slide 2, I have to select this one. I have to select the text and give it an animation. What type of animation do you want to call? Let's use appear. Or let's use fade in. So remember, just like in transition, you can increase the duration of each of the animation. So let's say each animation will last for 1 minute. It's too much. Let's give it 50. And delay means how long it will stay there before another one will come. So let's give it 50-50. So this one, let's give it another slide, like fly in. Okay, let's give it delay 50. So this one is going to be the first one to appear. This one is going to be the second to appear because of this number. So you can have as many as in this. Even if I add another picture, I can give it another animation number. If I add this picture here also, I can be able to, still on that same slide, it will have its own time. So I will click on animation while selecting that picture. You need to select the picture, click on animation, and give it the type of animation you want. So I'll give it this one and give it the time, the delay you want it to stay, 50. So in this case, this one is animation number 3. If I want it to become my number 2, I'll just click on move earlier. If I click on move earlier, it will become animation number 2. It's already animation number 1. So this one is animation number 3. This one is animation number 2. All right, so that is for that. Let me add on slide number 3, we have this one. I can give it a animation, maybe while, give it delay time. And this one, I give it an animation like this. Okay. Then this one, I don't want this slide. Simply press delete on your keyboard. That slide will automatically go out. So this is what we have. We have entered animations on all our slides. So let's preview it by going to a slideshow. Click on slideshow and wait. So that is how to do animation in on your PowerPoint. So the next menu we are looking at is slideshow. So on slideshow, this is where you set how you want your slide to start. Now, this slideshow, if you set it, okay, like you are having a presentation and you want to time yourself. You want to finish this presentation in 20 minutes, okay? So what you can do is you set your time for each of the slides, how many minutes you want to spend on that slide. So after that time, the slide will automatically go to next slide. Okay, if you want to spend 2 minutes on that slide, you set it. After 2 minutes, it will automatically move to the next slide. So on slideshow setting, on this slideshow menu, what you can do is you can set where you want your presentation to start. You set it from beginning. From beginning means that even though that your slide is at the last at that time, it will not just start from that slide last where it is. It will go automatically to the beginning. It will start from the beginning. I'll stop it. So if you select from current slide, so if like now my slide number 3 is what is selected, or slide number 2 is what is selected now, and you select from current slide, so it will omit slide 1 and start presenting from slide 2. Present online. This one is you need to have access to online presentation. Okay, so you have to be connected to internet and you have groups of people that you want to present to. Custom slideshow. Custom slideshow will enable you to give your own customs, as in how long you want it to do, other things you want to implement. So you select new custom. What do you want to happen in presentation slide 1? You want it to go up or you want to remove it? So I want to move this slide number 3 to 2. Okay, I want it to come up and down. So this is what you can do in this custom slide. Nothing much. So we are still under slideshow menu. We can set up a slideshow if you want to set it up. Now, how do you want your presentation slide to look when you are presenting? Browse by an individual window. Browse at a kiosk full screen, or presented by a speaker full screen. So if you select this one, it means the speaker will be showing the full screen on the projector. You as the person presenting, you'll be showing full screen on the projector, and you have like these small windows that I have where I can see what is coming up next. What is the next slide that will show up? Okay. Loop continuously until escape. If you select this one, loop continuously until you press escape, it means even after you have, like I have 3 slides. If the 3 slides are finished, it will start again. It will start displaying again. So this is continuous. Maybe you're like in clinic, if you go to the clinic where they have slides that show workers that comes to the clinic, right? So they don't have to every time press play or press a slideshow. So they'll just select it they'll just select this loop continuously, so that Immediately you have entered it on the screen, it continues revolving. If the slide has ended, it will start from the beginning again. So it continues flowing. Okay. Show without narration. This show without narration means that you will not have time to explain. It will just be fast. Show without animation means if you select this one, all the animation we have entered will go out. So your presentation will just be showing the content without those animations we entered. Okay. So let's try this loop continuously and see how it has played slide 1 again. It has come to slide 2 again. Now it's in slide 3. It started again slide 1. So because of this loop continuously that we selected, so it will not stop. It will just keep rotating. When it gets to the end, this will keep happening until you press your escape button. So I just press escape button and it will stop. Okay, so that is it about slideshow menu. So the other one we have is review. The review menu is where you can make corrections like we did in Microsoft Word under review. If you have prepared the presentation and you have shared with your manager to do corrections, so he will use a review menu. So on the review menu, he will add comment. Like I will add comment here. I will say, maybe I will say change the background color. So that is my comment. Okay. So when you come and click here on this shape there, you will see there my comment by the side. Okay. Now I'll go to slide number 2 and I want to add a comment. I can move the comment box to where I want it. I can say here, move this picture to, I'll say move this picture to the left. That is my comment I've left there. So when you see all these boxes, you know that there is a comment. So you have option to view the comment. You come to this place and click show comments. Show on comment, show comments. So you will see all the comments here. On each of the slides, you will see the comment by your right. So select slide number 3. There is a comment here. You see the comment, change the background. Slide number 2, I didn't add comment. I'll say new comment. So which place do you want your comment to? I'll bring it here and come to this point and type the comment I want to type. I'll say change the picture. So this is my comment. Okay. So for you now, you are the one that will accept the comment or not. So when you click on this chart, you will see the comment that I've left there. That is how you you use a view. So maybe I want to change, add, do some corrections there. So that is what we have under review. For view, what we have under view is just like we had in Microsoft Word, you can add rulers. Ruler will help you to guide you on where you want to position your text or your pictures. Maybe I want all my pictures to start from 2. Okay, so the ruler will just be a guide. While you are moving it, you are seeing the location on the that ruler. So if you want a grid lines, the grid lines, you can select grid lines and it's not visible because of the type of background we have. Let's change background. To change background, you go from where? From design. You go to background, format background. And I want my background to be solid. So I have this solid. Now let's go back to view. So if you go to view and select grid lines, so you see you have lines both on the horizontal and on the vertical, showing that there's grid lines there, but the color is superior to it. Guides. This guide will help you to position your pictures or your objects properly in case you want to maintain a very straight line. That is what the guide will help you do. View direction. View direction is from left to right. If you want your view direction to be from right to left, you select this one and you see that your slides locations have changed to right. So view direction left to right. So zoom is to make it bigger. So maybe you want 200% zoom. You click here. So everything zooms out. Fit to window. When you have zoomed, you can use fit to window to return it to the small size where you will be able to be operating on. So colors, if you want your color to be totally black, you can just change the color to black. If you want it to back to color view, select color view. Okay, so we are still on view. These are the important things you have under view. Slide sorter. If you now we are using normal. So if you want to use your presentation view to be in slide sorter form, you just select this one. It will just come this way. This is how slide sorter form shows up. Okay, but we are using normal, this one, so that we have 3 small ones and big one. So the next menu is help. Help is just where you can be able to find things, type and search for information. So that is what you get under help. But for you to use help, should be connected to internet. So we are finished with PowerPoint. So I think some people might have questions so that we'll clear it off before we close for today. You have any question, go ahead and ask.
Thank you so much, sir. Please, sir, this the window I'm using doesn't have that drawer. So is there any way I can get it from the one I'm using now? This one I'm using is window 216.
Is it window or PowerPoint version? Window is different from the
Okay, yes, PowerPoint version 216.
216.
Yes.
Okay, you should have it. Maybe it's not displayed on the main. maybe it's not displayed on the menu. It should have it. So right click on that menu.
Okay, sir.
Sorry. I'm trying to show you where you can show below the ribbon. Let me see where you have. More commands. Can you see more commands?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's check on menus and see if all the menus are selected. Customize ribbon. Click on customize ribbon.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then by the side, you see main tabs. So check if the draw is selected.
Okay, sir.
Is it selected? Are you with me? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
I see this draw here. My own is ticked. Check if your own is ticked. Because if I click on it now and remove it, so it will no longer appear on that ribbon. So it has to be selected.
My own didn't show any draw. There's no draw there.
There's no draw on that list.
Yes.
So like my own now, recording is not selected. I'll select recording, select developer. So it will now appear on my tabs. So maybe your own doesn't have it. Because these versions, there is professionals and there is standard. So if you have 2016, maybe you have 2016 standard, or that's for individual, then there is 2016 for professional. So, so it's possible. But in all, for PowerPoint, that draw menu, there's nothing much you do from there. We are still going to do Corel Draw, where you can do your drawing and import it in PowerPoint.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, any other question? Okay, since there is no question, I'm happy everybody understood that. So take your time to practice the PowerPoint. Okay, that's it for today. Tomorrow we start with Excel. Tomorrow we'll start discussing Excel. So thank you all for coming, and I hope to see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.